Conjunctions. A conjunction is a word which connects two words or clauses or sentences and shows the relation between them. They are used to avoid making the text seems like bullet points and to make the text flow. Example: Jai saw a dog on the road. He decided to adopt the dog. Jai brought the dog home. Jai saw a dog on the road and decided to adopt the dog. So he brought the dog home. Here, and so are conjunctions, which are used to join the sentences and show the relation between them. There are three main categories of conjunction. First category, coordinating conjunctions. These conjunctions are used to link or join two words or phrases that are equally important and complete in terms of grammar when compared with each other. That is to say, the sentence or words do not depend on anything to give themselves meaning. There are 7 main coordinating conjunctions. The 7 main coordinating conjunctions are known as fanboys: for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and soon. As you can see, these conjunctions are arranged in this way to provide the mnemonic acronym of fanboys, so that it is easier to remember them. These conjunctions are always placed between the two clauses or words that they are joining. The following are some examples of the coordinating conjunctions. Chris does not want tea. Chris does not want coffee. Chris does not want tea or coffee. Here, we see how or was used to combine the two words and make a cohesive sentence using them. Also, notice how the or is between the two words. I scored 60% of the exams this year. Anita scored 7% more than me this year. I scored 60% in the exams, but Anita scored 7% more than me this year. Here, we can see that but was used in the middle to combine and show the relation between the two sentences that were both equally important and cohesive by themselves. Second category, subordinating conjunctions. These conjunctions are used to join an independent and complete clause with a dependent clause that relies on the main clause for meaning and relevance. The dependent clause cannot exist on its own as a sentence and often does not make sense without the main clause. The subordinating conjunction always comes before the dependent clause, but the dependent clause itself can be placed either ahead or following the independent clause. Since they had misbehaved, the boys were given 1 week suspension from school. Here, we see the dependent clause is they had misbehaved, which is not a valid sentence by itself. The independent main clause is the boys were given 1 week suspensions from school. They are joined by the subordinating conjunction since. He was fond of playing basketball because it was his father's favorite game. In this sentence, because is the subordinating conjunction As it introduces the dependent clause, it was his father's favorite game. The main clause in this sentence is, he was fond of playing basketball, as it is the sentence which can be said independently and still be grammatically correct. Other subordinating conjunctions are although, as, before, once, though, until, whether, and many more. The third category, correlative conjunctions. Correlative conjunctions are simply pairs of conjunctions used in a sentence to join different words or group of words in a sentence together. Correlative conjunctions are generally not used to link sentences themselves. Instead, they link two or more words of equal importance within the sentence itself. Some of the more commonly used correlative conjunctions are both the shoes and the dress were completely overpriced. This is an example of using the correlative conjunctions both or and in a sentence. As you can see in this sentence, the shoes and the dress were equally important elements that needed to be given the same importance. They should either change their strategy or just forfeit the game. The either or conjunctions are used to suggest a choice between two options. Here, the choice being suggested is between change their strategy or forfeit the game.